All right, everybody, whether it be a happy Halloween weekend or it be a Festival of the Dead weekend for you, I hope you had a good one. This is Kinetic Aesthetic. I am your host, Jerm, and whoa. Let me not get too ahead of myself. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and the ladies, thank you all for tuning into Kinetic Aesthetic. Like I said, I am your host, Jerm, and today we're going to start your Monday off right by telling you all about some of the news stories that you might have missed, whether it be a terrorist plot that was thwarted or it just be about a certain rapper that has shown himself to be a bit much of a weirdo. We're going to tell you all about the biggest news stories that I found fit to bring to your news palette. So, whether you be watching this when you are getting off work, going to work, or whether you're on lunch, I want you to just be comfortable because you're about to get a lot more kinetic all up in your aesthetic. All right, so we're going to start off with a story that I just saw that I wanted to talk about after I read it. A$AP Rocky. For those of you who are unfamiliar with him, 37-year-old MC. He's been holding it down since 2011, even before that a little bit. I know he was making some underground music. Burst out on the scene with Peso, came out with a classic mixtape, Live Love A$AP, and motherfuckers thought he was up next. This was somebody who everybody thought this guy is going to be in the top 3. This man is going to be up there with the J. Cole and the Kendricks and the Drakes. And his career really did not follow that path. He sort of got more into fashion, A$AP Yams, who was his big collaborator, who was another big head of the A$AP collective. He ended up passing away, and in a lot of ways it ended up turning out he was the one who was behind it, not only the creative vision for the whole collective, but a lot of Rocky's career, it felt like, because it was after him and after that second album, he really just albums have been taking a long time to get him released. And it's not to say that Rocky is still not talented. He definitely, whenever I hear some of his newer shit, I'll check for it. I'll take a listen. I like it. The last song I remember him coming out with, the one where he had Rihanna in the music video, that was good. That was some dope shit. But this album, Don't Be Dumb, that he's been supposed to be dropping since 2023, it's just been delayed again and again, to the point where it's just like, niggas don't know if he actually wants to release music at this point. And to be honest with you, I don't blame him if he doesn't. Between music not really making no money with all these boo-foo ass contracts niggas that's not having to sign and shit, I don't really blame him. I'm married to Rihanna. I don't know if he's officially married, but that was the headline that I saw that really gave me the inspiration to even talk about the man. Was he might be married to Rihanna now. Like, he might have actually put a wedding ring on that, and that's some $billion P right there. So I can't be mad at a man that decided to just, lock that down and I'm gonna just be on her, arm for the rest of my times. She's got 3 beautiful kids with her. He is a fucking fashion model now. He's doing that. Like, all he has to do is just stand there and, look good. Like, nigga beat the case where he was like shooting niggas and having to deal with them snitching on him for shit. So I can only really say, like, shout outs to the man. Like, he's handled his career the right way. The music might not be hitting like that for him anymore, but to be perfectly honest, he don't need it to. He's already doing well enough as is, to where all you can do is say that A$AP Rocky has had a successful career. When you really look at what the end goal is to make some money, to be able to change your life and the lives of the people that you care about. The nigga's done that and then some. And nobody, not a lot of niggas can say they can come out into the game with an unforgettable single, Peso. Like, that's probably if we're talking about the top 100 rap songs of all time, I'd put it in there. And then Live Love A$AP, again, special project, special, it's definitely helped define that era of rap. So he left his mark, he left his impact, he left a legacy. It's like Joey Badass to me. Like, it don't matter. You cannot take away the trophy. When a nigga just comes out and he gets himself a trophy like that, you can't take that away. So shout out to A$AP. NLE Choppa. That is a name that you may or may not know. To give you a little background on who he is, he bust on the scene back in, what year was it? This was back in 2020, I want to say maybe even 2018. It was a couple years ago. But he bust on the scene. He was a rapper who came out of Memphis, and pretty much from day one, a lot of niggas was trying to compare him to NBA Youngboy. It was clear he had a lot of influence by that man. He sounded like him a little bit. even though he would try to deny it in interviews, you could tell. It was to the point, and he wasn't shy about being a fan though. He even made songs like Free Young Boy. He even made a sequel to that. I don't know if that was after another time the nigga was in jail or if he just couldn't wait during one of his stints, but he was a big fan. Then all of a sudden, he just started sort of switching up. Maybe it was all the fans getting to him. Maybe it was the comparisons, but maybe it was Young Boy not showing him no love or anything like that, because NBA Young Boy is very anti basically human beings. But he goes and starts to get into it with him, and even after King Von died and when that whole shit started, when that whole beef started, and that's a whole story, and trust me, I'm working on that. He comes out unprovoked. Nobody was asking. Like, this is one of those, what does Ja Rule think? Well, this nigga for some reason felt the need to come out and say he was team OTF, he was team Dirt. Again, I don't remember anybody just think to themselves, oh my God, King Von is dead. What does NLE Choppa think of this? Where is he gonna stand? So he just felt the need to, let his opinion be heard. And that was, I think, when Young Boy, as far as I can remember, even said anything back to him. I think there was a little couple warning shots back and forth, but I'm gonna be honest, NBA Young Boy had a lot bigger problems going on, and there were a lot more high profile niggas for him to pay attention to. But he's on his tour now. He's got seemingly nobody else to beef with. Durk is in prison, and this nigga NLE Choppa on Halloween of all days decides to, this is the first time I'm seeing this nigga bald. I don't know if he did this recently or not. I didn't research that hard to find out when he did that, but he decided to really diss him this time. Came out with a whole video doing this theatrical and everything, just dissing Young Boy, had a whole lookalike of the man. He said some pretty disrespectful shit, called the man poison to the youth. He said, niggas like you give me the ick. He said, you are the reason niggas think it's cool to beat their women, and a whole bunch of just shit, just letting it be known, I don't fuck with this man. And all of that in a vacuum is not necessarily too bad. I mean, it's true. NBA Young Boy is a bad influence to the youth. There is probably a lot of shit that he's done or been accused of that niggas have heard about him and like, damn, if Young Boy out here moving like that, I guess it is what it is. But number one, that's not Young Boy's fault. Dumb kids are gonna be dumb kids. They're gonna do dumbass shit, and I hate to say it because it's not really Young Boy's fault if a bunch of dumbass kids are just people who are probably gonna be pieces of shit anyway, are gonna do things that make them pieces of shit. And number two, it's really weird that a nigga who comes out and says you're a bad influence on the youth, even though that's true, it's really weird coming from a nigga who used to be the Mr. Slut Me Out, or I'm going to spit on your butt, spit in your butt. These are song titles that this nigga was making. There's I don't know, he was moving very provocatively and doing a whole bunch of he was starting to move in a way where I thought he was about to make some type of confession. But it's really just strange to just see a nigga just try to say all this type shit about him when you just have me wondering, bro, were you a good influence? And again, along with the corny theatrical shit, with the going with the shaving your head bald, so now you're looking like Tupac while you're in this video and you're doing all this shit, it just really comes across like he's just starting to go down that route of where he's like a nigga that's gonna do anything for attention, because I don't know where this whole NBA Young Boy diss came from. And I hate to sound like a nigga that's defending NBA Young Boy. I promise y'all, I'm not that big of a fan of the nigga. I am not trying to always be on the side of these situations where I'm talking for it, or like on the side of this nigga against whoever he's going against. But this is one of those moments where I just feel like a nigga is just looking for a problem. A nigga is just being corny to create an issue for no reason. Like, as far as I can tell, Young Boy has not even entertained this yet. His mom is the one who came out and said something. I don't even know what she said, but he's doubled down on it on social media, so I guess this is just really means something to him. But I think at the end of the day, what he wanted was this. He wanted people with a platform, with any type of media platform like myself, to be coming out, to be saying some shit, to be able to talk about it, and he's getting his wish, because it's just really highlighted to me now that I think about it. This nigga has had so many identities, he's had so many different like personas and shit that like different things that he's been trying to do, to the point where it's like, nigga, who are you? And that is just why I can't fuck with NLE Choppa. NLE, and he's not even NLE Choppa anymore. He's NLE the GOAT, I believe. That is what he's going by. Let me check this. I just want to be sure, just so I'm not like, that's rude to call a nigga by the wrong name. NLE the Great. NLE the Great. Okay, so he is not NLE Choppa, he is not NLE the Shaman, he is not NLE Eat all the vegetables or fucking whatever the fuck he was doing, or Yogi or Voodoo. He is NLE the Great. And yeah, he's got us talking about it, so good for you. So right quick, one thing I just wanted to highlight and talk about, GTA 6, the parent company of it, Rockstar, is actually getting a little bit of bad news right now. They did some shady shit because right now they're being accused of a ruthless firing of about 30 employees. And it sounded like they were trying to bust up some employees who were trying to get a union organized for their developers and everything. And I just want to take this time to just say, regardless of GTA 6 being assured to be the greatest video game of all time and a cultural milestone and just iconic in every sense of the word, that does not mean that we should give Rockstar any type of excuse or pat on the wrist for abusing their developers the way that they do, just like every other AAA game company. It is just like the TV and just like all of sectors of the entertainment industry and across the globe. Everybody is just abusing these people who are in these positions just because they want to meet these unrealistic deadlines, because they don't want to put the actual time in to make quality art. Rockstar has had decades, and they've had years. I don't want to say decades. I mean, I don't expect them to have been working on GTA 6 immediately after GTA 5, but they've had a pretty long ass time to get this game done. And if it needs to take them any amount of time longer, and that is because they are going to treat their developers fairly, I'm fine with it. I've waited long enough for this game. If I gotta wait till 2027, 2028, I will. Just don't start putting these motherfuckers through some unrealistic crunch time where they are in these offices and only going back to their seat, to their home for like an hour or 2 hours a day. And then you got them working at home half the fucking time anyway. So let's not do that. Let's not put these motherfuckers through that. Let's treat them right. The video game industry is already fucked up, and a game like Silksong, I just saw a good video by a YouTuber I really fuck with, Lil Bill. If anybody is interested, he did a good video about this video game Silksong. If anybody who knows who that is, knows what it is. I haven't played it yet myself. It's only $20, and it is basically the same quality, same level of gameplay, and you are really going to invest the same amount of hours in that you are going to put into any other AAA game that you're paying $75 for. And it highlights just a problem with how crazy this shit is getting in the world with these video game prices, with everything. The big C word that I try to avoid is causing everything right now to get fucked up late stage and to get fucked up, and everything's just getting really priced out to ridiculous margins that they don't need to be at. And video games is one of the sectors that you just hate to see it happen to the most, because it really isn't necessary. That's all I wanted to say about that. So right quick, before I forget to mention this, there was an FBI sting that they did over the weekend. I think it was like the day before Halloween. Apparently there was some motherfuckers up in Michigan, up in Dearborn, Michigan. They had ties to ISIS, to the Islamic State. They were trying to do some type of terroristic plot out there. They were going to do it on Halloween. So honestly, it's a real good thing that we were able to avoid that. That's the last thing we fucking need on a lot of different levels for a lot of different reasons. We would not need some type of plot on some terrorist shit. America has enough problems of its own right now. I am not the biggest fan of the head of the FBI, and I'm not going to necessarily sing his praises for this, because all he did was do his job. But good job for doing your job, because that shit was definitely something that needed to be avoided. Alrighty, on to our last topic, and unfortunately this is probably the most serious. The SNAP benefit situation. I want to just say, first off, anybody that is out there that relies on food stamps, that relies on any type of government assistance, that has been fucked up due to this government shutdown, second longest in U.S. history, and I'm so sorry for you right now. This is a horrible time to be having to deal with that. If Thanksgiving and Christmas is not the time when you want to have to deal with not knowing where you're going to get that assistance that you usually have. Fuck all these politicians that are down there over in Washington that are not doing their job, that are just letting us get in this situation. I'm not going to try to blame one side, at least not publicly. If you know, you know, but this is a real fucked up situation that we're in right now. This country just has the vibes are bad right now across the nation, I feel like. Thank goodness that the judge that out in Rhode Island, that they did what they did, because You know what? There's 42 million people who are supposed to lose their SNAP benefits at the start of this month. Basically, the day I'm releasing this, she is, thanks to her ruling, some of them. I don't know. So I don't even know if it's even half, but a portion of that is still going to be able to get some of those benefits. And you know what? We just gotta. That's kind of blessed, man. Feel like sometimes we are on the edge of societal collapse because, especially once you start denying food to motherfuckers and you are taking away motherfuckers and like knowing what they're gonna be able to like get food, they're gonna get it in one way or another. Motherfuckers are gonna get it how they live. So we gotta just do what we can. People who are out there, all I can tell you right now, don't be a doomer. Don't fall into despair. Don't think that this is the end of the world, even though it might feel like it. This is the time right now, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, like I've heard people who have more knowledge about this type of shit, who are a little more informed than me, say it. Just build that community. Make sure you are in community and talking to motherfuckers that are around you. Don't just try to be on the internet just talking about it or just like looking at shit. Really be out there on foot, feet on land, just talking to motherfuckers and just like building community and building that organization, because that's really all we can do right now. It's gonna be tough for everybody. It's gonna be just a tough time. The motherfuckers who think it ain't gonna be tough, it's gonna come to you. It's gonna come and get you one way or another. So it's all about just trying to rely on each other one way or another, whether it be emotional support, physical, monetary, even though I know that's hard for motherfucking shit. You got to be able to feed yourself before you can help somebody else. You have just got to do that right now, because it's going to get darker before it gets lighter. Like darkest is going to come before that sun shines. So just don't fall into that despair. Don't fall into that pit, man. It's real easy to. It's real easy because of who is in office. If you know, you know, again, because the divisiveness and all the shit that's going on right now, it's going to make everything hard. But we just got to just stay the course, man. But yeah, I ain't gonna preach to you. I ain't gonna do anything like that. Just stay prayed up, stay good people, and stay in touch with your peoples. Okay, everybody, I want to say thank you all again for tuning in and checking us out. This has been a weekly wrap up. I took a long time off making these. I said I was not going to be making them anymore, but you know what? I want to find ways that I can to just get more content out to everybody and just be more active and more in tune and everything. Just so we're going to be doing these Monday. I'm going to try to make sure that I have Tuesdays reserved for my sports talks. Wednesdays are still going to be the media reviews. And then Thursdays, look forward to a little centralized video about a topic, something that I feel like talking about that week. I am not necessarily sure if I'm going to finish off the Fall of Young Money series this week. I know I had the Lil Wayne episode, and I still had an episode before that. After that, I'm probably going to do. So we still got 2 more of those, but I don't think that's on my docket for this week. I want to do something else, take a little break from it. But other than that, I just wanted to give y'all a little update on what the schedule's looking like now. Make sure that you are clicking that like button. Make sure you're clicking that subscribe button, whatever button you need to do to stay in touch with us. We're on YouTube now. We're on TikTok. We are everywhere that you can think of. So stay in tune, stay locked in, and just stay keeping your kinetic aesthetic in tune. Just like me. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Jerm, I'm out.